Hello there. I'm just taking a break from packing and cleaning. We're moving house next week, and I have to admit I'm feeling a bit weary, so I'm just sitting in my garden taking a break. I want to ask you a question. What have I got in my hand? And you're absolutely right. I've got an apple. But it's more than just an apple. There's potential in here. What do I mean by that? Well, if I was to open up the apple right in the middle, in the core, you'd find a seed. And if I was to hold a seed in my fingers, and I was to ask you, what have I got in my hand? You would say, you got a seed. But I've got more than a seed, because within the seed is the potential for a tree. And in the tree, there is fruit. And in the fruit, there is seed. And in the seed, there is a tree. And in a tree, there is fruit. And in the fruit, there is seed. And in the seed, there is a tree. And so I could go on and on. In other words, in this apple is the potential for an orchard. Wow. A potential for an orchard. In Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, it says, a man reaps what he sows. And that's so true in these days. Even though we're going through some strange times, we reap what we sow. So what are you sowing during these times? I want to tell you three things. First of all, you reap what you sow. Second, you reap more than you sow. And thirdly, you reap later than you sow. For example, if you want to reap goodness, then you have to sow goodness. If you want to reap life-giving stuff, then you have to sow good life-giving stuff. If you want to reap mercy, then you have to sow mercy. And if you want to reap kindness, then you have to sow kindness. You get where I'm going with this. But also, we reap more than we sow. That's the potential bit. The seed, the apple, the seed, the tree, the orchard. And God made us for a purpose. God created us. It says in Scripture, a little lower than the angels. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. If we are fearfully and wonderfully made, then we must be made for a purpose. And I believe with all my heart, what we reap, we will reap more than we sow, if we sow good stuff. And any good farmer will tell you this. He won't go out in the morning and sow a field and expect to reap a harvest later on that day. He knows it takes time. But there is a harvest day coming if we sow good things. If you were to read a little later on in Galatians chapter 6, we'd come to verse 9, and it says this. Let me read it to you. And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. This year has been like no other, and I've struggled, and I'm growing weary. We're what? Nearly 18 weeks into this lockdown. Okay, there's been some relaxation in the restrictions, but it's still very strange. It's still very difficult. And I must admit, I'm getting weary of it. But I tell you what, I'm not going to give up, because I know there's a harvest coming if we sow good things. Regardless of how you may feel, there is more in you. There's potential. God made you for a purpose, and He's going to do more for you and more through our church if we just keep on keeping on doing good stuff. Because if we sow good stuff, we will reap more than we sow. We will reap later than we sow, but we will reap. That's the truth that runs through the whole of Scripture, and we read it for ourselves today in Galatians chapter 6, verses 7 and 9. And I know if we don't give up, we will reap a harvest. What's in my hand? It's more than an apple. It's the potential for a harvest. God bless you. And don't forget to wash your hands. And I'm going to have my apple.
Casting out fear, and even when I'm caught in the middle of the storms of this life, I won't turn back. I know